Hey guys, what's going on? Professor here, and today I'm coming at you with another LEGO Star Wars review video. Today I'm going to be reviewing the May the 4th promo from this year. This was the Battle of Hoth, the 20th Anniversary Edition. It's set number 40333, came with 195 pieces, and you could get this from either Lego.com or you could go to a LEGO store, and if you spent over $75 on LEGO Star Wars material, then you would get this included with your purchase. I'm going to start off by going over the box, then I'll kind of go over the actual diorama, I guess you could say, that you can see right there, and then I'll just kind of give you my overall opinion of what I thought of the May the 4th promo this year, and what I kind of would have preferred to see, which will kind of give you a little hint at what I thought of the May the 4th promo for this year overall. So, with that all out of the way, let's jump straight into it and check out the box here first. Obviously, as you can see on the left side, all that information that I told you. You have the set number, piece count. It is recommended for ages 6 to 12, for those of you that were wondering but weren't looking over there yet. On the front here, I do think it does an amazing job of just kind of giving you a great look at what this set is all about. It's a pretty simple set, relatively small. You only have the 195 pieces, but most of the May the 4th stuff isn't that large or extravagant. It's just a nice little thing. It's usually been minifigures in the past. This is the first time that LEGO has ever done any sort of, I guess you could say, like build for the May the 4th. The past 2 years they did do like the little mini BB-8 and R2-D2 builds, but this is the first time they really went with, like, I guess you could say, a mini set. And that's pretty much it. For the front of the box here, you have the 20th anniversary logo stuff over here. This actually has a very interesting way of opening it. So right here down at the bottom are the two pieces of tape that you'll cut open. This is actually the only location that you can open it on this box. And then these little tabs will pop open here on the sides, and then you'll flip it open like this, and then you have this nice black interior. I really like the way this opens. It makes it really simple. There's only the one way that you can open it, down here at the bottom, and there is very little to no box damage after opening it like this. If I can get, I do have one complaint, excuse me. It is like closing it. It can be a little difficult to close at times, but I really do like the way that this box opens. It looks very nice. Like most boxes, nothing really going there. Down on the side. On the back here, they kind of give you an overhead view of the set, and then on the left, it's really nice. They give you some scenes from the movie. Obviously, you have the snow speeders there on the top, and then on the bottom picture, you have the AT-AT right here with the snow speeder flying away from it. Nothing there on the side, really, and then obviously nothing on the bottom or the top. It does kind of give you a little overview of what one of the snow speeders will look like, though. But yeah, a pretty simple box. It's like the most the 20th anniversary boxes, except for the fact that it does open in that special way, being at the bottom. You'll kind of like flip it open. But overall, pretty standard LEGO Star Wars box. So now, let's get straight into the review of the actual diorama itself. As you can see here, it's, I mean, only about like the height of my hand. That was really bad, like kind of example there, but this really isn't that like tall, I guess you could say. Obviously the tallest part about it is the AT-AT. It's a lot wider than it is tall. There's not really that much going on here. It's pretty simple, so I'll just kind of go over it piece by piece, I guess. Starting on the left, you have right here the little mini shield generator that the Rebels use while on Hoth, and unlike the UCS Hoth, they actually got it with the 4 rings there, so LEGO finally getting their accuracy department together. Getting all that stuff nice. Right here in the front, before I move on to that snow speeder, you do have a nice little plaque. It says 20 years LEGO Star Wars. And right above that, you have one of the 2 snow speeders. This one has some orange designs on it. They are the exact same, except this one has the orange, and this one has this kind of like gray. But otherwise, they are the exact same. They're being propped up by these little clear cylinder pieces. I don't know what the technical term for that is, but they go on these studs right here. Before I actually go on any farther, this set does use the SNOT building method, which off the top of my head I forgot what that stands for, but it's an acronym. It's not anything disgusting like it may sound. It's just an acronym for the type of building that this set uses, but I completely forgot. But if you look that up, I can guarantee you'll find it somewhere. Moving on here, you have, like I said, the other Snowspeeder, just a little bit of a different design here. I do like how in the back they have this little hook thing, which I assume is supposed to be like where the Snowspeeder would eject its like wire that would end up going around the AT-AT, so it can like kind of get it trapped and destroy it there. Moving on, I'll actually go over to the far right real quick. This is, I'm pretty sure, supposed to be like a little mini Imperial probe droid right here. That's really nice, obviously. It is a little off scale, if you think about it. I mean, the size of a Snowspeeder and then an Imperial probe droid. It is small, but not exactly the greatest with the scale there. But obviously, this isn't like a UCS set or anything. You're not looking for perfect scale. I mean, the Snowspeeder is basically the size of the shield generator. But not that necessarily the main attraction here, but the main focal point that you'll probably really key in on when first looking at this set is going to be the AT-AT. It is attached with the 2 studs right there, and you can put any of the 4 legs on each one. Well, I mean, you can't put like 2 fronts and 2 backs, but like you can get it on there pretty easily. It's a pretty nice mini AT-AT. I think they did a pretty good job. This piece right up here is a nice printed piece. I do think that the cockpit, or like the head of it, looks a little weird. It's kind of like flat and skinny. I think they could have added a little bit height to that, especially since the body looks pretty normal for like a mini AT-AT, and I think they executed the body and the legs very well. But I don't quite like the way that they executed the head. I like how they did include all like the weaponry and stuff that's normally on there, but like I keep saying, this head is just a little bit flat for me, and I wish they would have added a little bit more detail there. But other than the actual AT-AT and all the other things that are included in this set, you do have these kind of like snow hills kind of sprinkled in, like there's one right here, and then if you flip this around, you got some hills of snow right back here. But that is pretty much it for this set. There's not really much going on, only 195 pieces, pretty small, but it is a nice little set, to add to my collection. But now that the review itself is over, I did just want to quickly talk about like my overall thoughts of this May the 4th promo, just in general, and what I probably would have preferred to see, and what I hope they do next year. In my opinion, this isn't my favorite May the 4th promo. I would definitely prefer this to a minifigure that gets released later, like assuming that this stays exclusive as May the 4th and is never released again. I would definitely prefer the exclusivity of it. I love having these kind of exclusive sets, or not necessarily exclusive, but promotional sets where you can get these at this one time, and then if you end up missing out, well, then you have to get it some other way, because it not necessarily incentivizes, but like it incentivizes like the rarity, because there's not going to be as many of these because they're only sold during a certain amount of time. I think the early May the 4th promos with like the Darth Revan minifigures, the Shadow ARF Trooper, I think those are some really good May the 4th promos, and I definitely think it started heading downhill ever since they did the R2-D2, then the BB-8. So this isn't my favorite May the 4th promo. I would have liked to see them go back to a minifigure, but I definitely prefer this to like Han Solo or the the First Order Stormtrooper that they had released in the past years. Those, in my opinion, are very bad, and I would definitely prefer this to that, but I would ultimately prefer an exclusive minifigure like they had done in the beginning years. In the future May the 4th, I do hope they go back to the minifigures, but if they do another one of these like diorama sets, I think it could be cool to maybe see something like Endor. You have that kind of like Final Battle Endor. You could do like a mini bunker. You got some ATSTs, you got the Ewoks, the trees. I think that would look really good in this scale. I think they could do a lot with that. I'm not really sure what else they could do. I mean, off the top of my head, I think like a Camino one would be pretty cool. You could have like obviously the base being water, and then you have like all the buildings and stuff. I think that would be a pretty cool thing if they were to continue doing this. In terms of minifigures, I'm not entirely sure what they would do. I would love to see a Galactic Marine Clone Trooper. I think that definitely needs to be a minifigure. There's definitely plenty of other minifigures that have not been made that they could do for a May the 4th that maybe don't fit into a set, but people want them as a minifigure, and they can release it as a minifigure and just put it out there on its own, and then you can do whatever you want with that. But that's pretty much it for my overall opinions on this set and May the 4th in general. I am looking forward to what May the 4th will be bringing in the coming years, and I hope that it is better than this, because this is not my favorite. It's not terrible, but I really would have liked to see them do a little bit better. But if you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to go down there, smash that like button, subscribe if you're new, leave a comment down below letting me know what your thoughts are on May the 4th overall, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.